Hey Gen Mexers, Brighton here, and today we're going to talk about a taboo topic, which is money. And we're not talking about exchange rates or earning dollars versus pesos, but pretty simple. How does Brighton make money? So how can I run a business that exists in the US when I'm in the US and in Mexico when I'm in Mexico and anywhere else in the world? How do I do it? There are so many different ways that people have come up with to earn money while having a very flexible schedule, while having the ability to work from anywhere, being able to work from Mexico. So today I'm just going to kind of spill it all on out there so that you get a good idea of what my solution is. So I like to say that I have a three-legged stool of revenue in my business, and I'll go through in detail on each one of these, but essentially it's YouTube, which you guys are familiar with, and also client work. So I have a number of clients that I work for. I'll tell you what I do for them. And then the last one is passive revenue. And maybe if you're seeing my background, you can tell that I'm not in Mexico. At least I'm not in Baja. I'm up in Oregon right now. And I'm actually planning a trip to Guadalajara coming up in about 1 week. So expect to see some details about that soon. But let's dig in to the first part of my business, the first stool number one. And that is YouTube. That is the spindliest part of the stool, but it is also the most enjoyable. It is the least revenue per hour that I make with my business, but I really, really enjoy it, and you guys are worth it in terms of getting you information and sharing this with you. And you guys understand part of how I make this money is through ads. So hopefully you didn't skip the ad at the beginning of this video. I make about a half a penny per view. And the more often you watch those ads or click on them, things like that, the more I can make. So hopefully if there's an ad somewhere on before the next video, you'll just hang out, watch it for a little bit. Got to make it 30 seconds. I didn't tell you to do that though. So I'm not able to show you the behind the scenes, the YouTube website because of disclosure agreements. But essentially in the last month, in the month of June, I had about 100,000 views and made just shy of $500. So that is pretty typical for right now. Some months it's a little more, some months it's a little less, but it is definitely not significant money, especially compared to the amount of time that I put into working on these videos. And this is something that takes up a lot of my time. So just from filming the videos to editing the videos, and really, as I mentioned, I'm going to Guadalajara, planning that trip. It has been really time consuming. I've got a number of interviews already planned. I've got some of them that are already scheduled, others that I'm working on the schedule. I usually do a pre-interview beforehand via Zoom so I can kind of work out what the story will be so that I can be very efficient in capturing these as I go. Like I said, there'll be more coming out about what I plan to do in the Guadalajara area. But yeah, for now, just know it's an awful lot of work for a little bit of revenue in terms of ads. But there are other ways that I make money through YouTube. And the first one is sponsorships. And I actually have my first sponsorship coming up soon. I just signed the paperwork. So I'm actually got someone sponsoring a video. I am really particular about who I would allow to sponsor. I've gotten many sponsorship offers over time, but I just got someone that I think is a good match. So you'll be seeing that in an upcoming video. And if it goes well for both of us, you might be seeing them more often over time. Also on the YouTube front, I have Buy Me a Margarita. So there is a link probably in the description of this video. If you really like what you're seeing here, you can head over there and buy me a margarita for $5 or buy me 2 margaritas, buy Kat and I a margarita for $10. That is just a way that people can just give me some money, show some support for this channel. And I also have an affiliate relationship with the Mexico Relocation Guide. You've probably seen Mariana on this channel a number of times. I really like her. I really like her information. I feel like she's very credible. She has a lot of integrity. And so I do promote the guide and get a little bit back from Mariana if people use my link to purchase the guide. Now, those couple of extra things add up to maybe $100, maybe $200 a month. So we're still talking small numbers here for the YouTube leg of my stool. So let's move on to a more robust leg, and that is client work. So I work mostly with coaches, sometimes consultants, therapists, hypnotists, people who provide services, really. And the biggest chunk of what I do for them is to capture client video testimonials. And this is something that I started doing maybe 5 years ago, so pre-pandemic. I do everything online just like this. I have some special software that I'm able to use to record the video in a high quality manner. I spend just 15 minutes with their clients and teach them how to give a good testimonial, edit the whole thing together. And then my clients display those on their websites to show that social proof to get more future clients. These are some examples here you can see of the different people that I have done video testimonials with. So we've got videos for coaches. This is actually a web developer, someone leaving a testimonial for the Mexico relocation guide. Other coaches, this is a business consultant. This is a coaching school. So there's a number of people. I just go online. You can see these are just regular people. I go online and get really amazing testimonials for for the person that they hired. And I also have a number of clients that I work with on a monthly basis, doing YouTube videos for them, maintaining their YouTube channels, or shooting videos for their websites, like maybe a about page video or custom videos, things like that, how-to videos. I do all of that remotely. So I've got software that is set up here. It's called Riverside, and it is designed so that even if the internet connection is a little sketchy, it records the software or it records the video on their side. So, and then it uploads it to the cloud. So even if there's a little glitch in the internet, I still get really high quality video. And then I just download that and do the editing and upload it. So that downloading and uploading does require a little bit of an internet connection, but the system is really set up well for being able to work anywhere in the world. I can run this off my phone, so I could be in a coffee shop or something, just put some earbuds in and coach someone through a testimonial, and it's recording on their side, sending up to the cloud, and then I can edit it later on. I do have a couple of editors, by the way, that I'll bring on as I need them if I get a lot of work. I also have an assistant that works with me just to do the books and make sure that everything is working behind the scenes. Now on to the third leg of the stool, and that is passive revenue. So there's a really big chunk, but I'm going to talk about the small chunks first and then get onto the big one. So I have relationships with a number of different companies to sell their software. For instance, there's a teleprompter software company called SpeakFlow, and if someone watches one of my videos about their software, I have quite a number of YouTube channels to go into different things, one of them being about how to do video online, a lot of teleprompter related videos. If someone buys their software, they give me maybe 20%, maybe 25%. I also have that for Rev, the transcription service, other editing softwares. So I've got a bunch of relationships out there with different people that when people click my link in one of my videos and go and purchase something from them, they give me usually a pretty good commission when it comes to software. Like I said, in the 25% range, possibly all the way up to 50%. And then there is the big one, Amazon. So I am an Amazon influencer. And so what that means is I can make videos that go on product pages of Amazon. So if you're looking to purchase something on Amazon and you go down near the reviews, usually you'll see videos for that product or for related products. And some of those are customer videos. Usually the customer review videos aren't very good. So what Amazon realizes, if they can find people who are good at video, then they can give us a commission to make videos for these products. So whenever I purchase something on Amazon, I make a video about my experience with it and link it to that product. Then if someone were to watch my video, buy that product, I make between 2 and 4%. So the percentage here is really pretty small, but the volume is big. I've made videos for probably over 200 products, and some of them can really add up. So I usually am going to, I've been at my mom's house and made videos. Anything that Kat buys, I make videos about. Her sister, whenever she buys something, I usually have to look through and decide which things are going to be lucrative to make videos about the right things. I don't make videos about everything, but it is something that is great passive income for the long haul. I've got videos that I made probably 2 years ago at the beginning of this that are still paying off a little bit each month. So related to this is that people will send me products. So sellers on Amazon will sell me their products to make videos about. I usually charge them to make those videos, plus I get the commission when those products sell. So I'm usually pretty picky. I only want to get products that I think are valuable to me, and also that will be likely to sell and make me a good commission on Amazon. So for instance, you'll be hearing about this soon, is this carbon monoxide detector. It's a travel carbon monoxide detector. And in Mexico, when you're traveling, the hotels, the Airbnbs, they don't have carbon monoxide alarms in them for the most part. And a number of people die every year in hotels, usually in Mexico. It usually makes the national news because of carbon monoxide poisoning. So it's really good to have something to bring your own detector along with you. But someone reached out to me and said, hey, will you do a video on this? And I was like, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of other stuff that I'm like, I don't want to do a video about that. So you can see here, this is my shop. This is where all my videos are showing. It's actually closer to 300 videos. This isn't where most people find it. They find it on the product page, but you can get an idea of all of the things that I've been making videos about here. It's a little bit of everything, anything that I buy, anything, like I said, that my sister or my mom buys, those are heading up to Amazon. Now, I can't show you the behind the scenes because of disclosure agreements, but I can tell you that I make about $2,000 a month at this right now, and I'm hoping by the end of the year to bring that up closer to $3,000. Typically what I see on Amazon is that in any given month that maybe 20% of the products or less are making 80% of the revenue. So typically, actually, that first one or two items, I think this month it was a pruning saw that made me close to $400. But there's a heck of a lot of things all the way down that are making, maybe 8 cents or 20 cents or things like that. So you never know what's going to be the one item that really pops. So you have to make videos about an awful lot of things. And it does take a while to manage this process too. It might sound really easy. It does take some work. So there it is. That's the full disclosure background on how my business runs. As I mentioned, it's 3 stools. So if one of them goes up or down, Amazon has cut the commissions before. So I feel like I've got a pretty good system that is pretty diverse in different ways that I can make money. And this has not been an accident in the way my business works. When I started forming my business, I wanted clients that I liked, and I wanted to be able to live anywhere. So this has been something that I've been working on for a number of years. And it's something that you could just start adding. You could even start adding Amazon videos or something like that. There is a program that's open to everyone. I'm also part of that program. It's called the Amazon Associates program. So you can still earn commission off of items that you put on YouTube, which I still earn commissions over there. It's just that this Amazon influencer program, which you need to be invited into, is more lucrative for me at this point. But whatever it is that you're an expert in, there are ways to make passive revenue or make location independent revenue, consulting, things like that. It's all possible. It's interesting. I've interviewed people with different professions. I interviewed a doctor who lives part-time in Mexico because she re-engineered how she was a doctor so that she could be location independent. So whatever you do, there's probably a way to make it location independent so that you can live in a place like Mexico part-time, full-time, or just have a little bit of a side stream of income. Maybe your retirement isn't exactly where you want it to be, so you can get a stream of revenue on the side that pays you every month and just kind of makes life a little more comfortable. As always, I have some more videos for you to watch up here, and very soon I'll be talking about that Guadalajara trip. So any ideas that you have of people I should interview or places I should go, keep those ready for my next video. But until then, hasta luego.